Welcome to the gorgeous world. In this video, we're counting down the top 15 latest romantic Turkish series. So let's start with number 1. Equillei. The Influencer. Equillei is a gripping Turkish drama that follows Leyla Demir, a famous social media influencer with millions of followers. Her life turns upside down when she's linked to a scandal involving Emre Kunda, a popular football star. Emre remains silent and refuses to clear Leyla's name, leading to a massive public backlash. Leyla becomes the target of a brutal media and social lynching, accused and shamed without evidence. As the pressure mounts, she refuses to stay silent or play the victim. Instead, she bravely stands up for herself and challenges the double standards imposed on women. The series explores how media manipulates truth, how society rushes to judge women, and how female voices are often silenced. With powerful performances and a thought-provoking plot, Equillei sheds light on cancel culture, gender roles, and the dark side of fame in the digital age. It's a bold story of survival, resistance, and reclaiming one's identity. Number 2. Sahibsisler. In the Turkish drama Sahibsisler, Burak Berke Akil plays Devran Alaz, a character from a powerful family, torn between his past and future. The story follows 6 orphan siblings, Aziz, Cemo, Zaliha, Fidan, Samet, and Bam, who struggled to stay together after losing their parents. Their parents, Bala and Arfat, had a forbidden love that began in Mardin, where Yavuz, the obsessive son of a wealthy family, kidnapped Bala. Bala eventually escaped with Arfat, and they built a secluded life in the forest, raising their children in peace. Yavuz later found them and attacked, forcing the siblings to flee to Istanbul. Seeking refuge with Uncle Aslan, their father's trusted friend, they face new dangers in the city. The older siblings must grow up fast, protecting their younger ones while struggling to survive. Burak Berke Akil's character, Devran Alaz, plays a crucial role in the unfolding drama. Born in 1997 in Istanbul, Akil studied geological engineering before pursuing acting. He trained at Academy 35.5 Art House and gained fame with roles in Maria Al-Mustafa, Destan, Safir, and Ru. His portrayal of Devran in Sahibsisler adds emotional depth to the family-centered story. The drama explores themes of love, revenge, survival, and resilience. It showcases the struggles of orphans against the harsh realities of life. With its gripping plot and strong performances, Sahibsisler. Number 3. Set in Istanbul, Senlama follows the heartbreaking journey of Sherazat, a determined medical student with dreams of a future with her love, Ferhat. Their world shatters when Ferhat is wrongfully sentenced to death. Desperate to save him, Sherazat turns to Bayakbi, a man notorious for his dark power, unaware that his help always comes at a steep cost. As Bayakbi's influence grows, the troubled marriage of his daughter Shirin and his nephew Kubat becomes entangled in his ruthless plans. Soon, Sherazat finds herself caught in a web of betrayal, power, and sacrifice, where love and survival are put to the ultimate test. Everything will change, and no one's life will ever be the same again. Set against the backdrop of Istanbul, this gripping drama delves into the complexities of love, loyalty, and the high price of seeking help from the wrong people. Number 4. Modern Caden. Modern Caden, or Modern Women, is a dramedy that follows Pinner, a spirited young brand executive caught between career ambition and societal expectations. At work, she faces male dominance and loses a coveted promotion to a charismatic new colleague, only to discover he's a gay. Off glass ceilings, she grapples with family pressure to marry and unexpected maternal instincts when caring for her friend's baby. Romantically, her life flips during a chaotic business assignment with a famous actor, and sparks fly with street musician Jan, until he announces he's moving to Germany. These whirlwind events force Pinner to confront her desires, settle down, chase her career, or follow Jan abroad. Just when success seems within reach, a long-anticipated promotion arrives. She faces her toughest choice yet. Will she stay and rise in her career or leave everything for love? Through laughter, misadventures, and heartfelt moments, the series shines a light on the balancing act modern Turkish women navigate between tradition and independence. Number 5. Eşref Rüya. Number 4. As a young boy, Eşref became enchanted by a girl he saw only once, calling her Rüya, his dream. Haunted by her memory, he spent years searching for her, rising through the ranks to become a feared mafia boss. His world is dark, built on power, secrets, and loyalty. Meanwhile, Nisan, a passionate and idealistic musician, performs at a wedding held in Eşref's lavish hotel. Unknowingly, this performance places her life in danger. Eşref is immediately drawn to Nisan, captivated by her spirit and beauty. What he doesn't realize is that Nisan is the very girl he once called Rüya. Even more dangerously, she's secretly working as a police informant. As feelings blossom between them, a deadly game begins to unfold. Love battles with loyalty, and secrets threaten to shatter their fragile connection. Eşref finds himself torn between the woman he loves and the empire he built. The truth forces him to confront the lies he's lived and the crimes he's committed. Nisan, too, struggles between her duty and her growing feelings for Eşref. Their love becomes a ticking time bomb in a world where betrayal means death. In the end, both must choose redemption or destruction. Number 6. Remember love? Sevda is a beautiful, kind-hearted young woman who lives a modest life with her family. She is hardworking and independent, always putting her loved ones first. One day, fate brings her into the world of Caden, a wealthy businessman from a powerful and conservative family. Though they come from different social classes, there's an undeniable connection between them from the very first meeting. Caden, despite his success, carries the pain of past betrayals and family expectations. Sevda's sincerity and strength slowly break down the walls around his heart, and the two fall deeply in love. Their romance blossoms quickly, but the challenges come even faster. Caden's family, especially his strict and prideful mother, strongly disapproves of Sevda. They see her as a threat to their family's reputation and believe she is after Caden's wealth. Meanwhile, Sevda is haunted by secrets from her past struggles she has worked hard to leave behind. Misunderstandings grow, and the pressure from society and their families becomes unbearable. A wedge forms between Sevda and Caden as trust begins to fade. Caden, confused and influenced by lies, begins to doubt Sevda's love. Heartbroken and humiliated, Sevda walks away, believing it's the only way to protect herself and her family's honor. But love doesn't fade so easily. As time passes, the truth comes to light. Caden realizes the mistakes he made and the pain he caused. He sees how loyal and honest Sevda has always been. Determined to make things right, he confronts his family and fights for the woman he loves. In a powerful and emotional ending, Caden finds Sevda again and asks for her forgiveness. After everything they've been through, the two lovers reunite, stronger than ever. Their story is one of pain, sacrifice, and ultimately, unforgettable love, just as the title says. Aşkı hatırla, remember love. Number 7. Kuma. Jalen, disillusioned by her oppressive home life, flees in search of freedom and a fresh start. Along her journey, she encounters Caden, a charismatic and affluent young businessman whose warmth and ambition immediately captivate her. Their connection deepens rapidly, and a hopeful romance blossoms between them, inspiring dreams of a shared future and the promise of marriage. However, their newfound love is shattered when Jalen becomes the target of a false murder accusation. As scandal engulfs their lives, Caden makes a heart-wrenching decision. He marries his brother's widow, thereby abandoning the love they once shared. In a cruel twist of fate, Jalen is forced into the role of a Kuma, a secondary wife tasked with bearing his children, leaving her to grapple with betrayal, heartbreak, and the daunting challenge of reclaiming her lost autonomy. Number 7. Uzi Sahir. Alya Albora arrives in Mardin with the body of her late husband and their 5-year-old son, fulfilling his last wish to be buried in his homeland. However, her arrival marks the beginning of a journey with no way out. The Albora tribe, led by the powerful Jahan Albora, is not willing to let her leave. While Jahan is aware of her struggles, he refuses to let her take her son and return to Canada. As Alya confronts the harsh realities of the region, she uncovers dark secrets about her husband's past and the dangerous world of the Albora family. The tension between her and the tribe grows, and she finds herself caught in a relentless battle with her late husband's family, fighting not only for her freedom but also for the safety of her son. Set against the stunning backdrop of Midat Mardin, Uzi Sahir is a gripping tale of loss, betrayal, and survival. Adapted from the popular Lebanese series Al Haba, the show promises an emotional and thrilling ride. Starring Ozan Akbaba and Sinem Unsal, and directed by Amit Katixes, Uzi Sahir immerses viewers in a world filled with family secrets, danger, and intense drama. The series is written by Gülizar Irmak and is set to captivate audiences with its powerful storyline and striking visuals. Number 8. Starring Yulish Tuna Astip and Devrim Oskan, the series is produced by MF Yapim, written by Aish Uner Kutlusen Chalka Pimi, and directed by Yusuf Perhasan. The story follows Nilüfer Devrim Oskan, a bright and hardworking woman who has long dreamed of working at the prestigious Lutetia Hotel, a place once built by her late parents. Years after their passing, she finally gets a chance to follow her dreams. But things take an unexpected turn when Khan Olshtuna Astip, one of the hotel's heirs, returns after a long absence. Haunted by past wounds and determined to reclaim his inheritance, Khan is set on challenging his controlling stepsister Sevilgaz Seda Altuner, who currently runs the hotel. When Nilüfer and Khan's paths cross, sparks fly, but not the romantic kind at first. Their journey is one of clashing wills, hidden truths, and growing affection amid rivalry. The cast also features a stellar ensemble including Gaz Seda Altuner, Siren Shirins, Serkan Tinmaz, and many more. With its romantic comedy tone and dramatic heart, Chiff Kishillic Oda promises a magical ride for viewers. Number 9. Berzamanlar Decisive Moment, the once mighty king found himself isolated and powerless. His defeat was proclaimed with the rallying cry, "If the king loses, freedom prevails." With the collapse of the monarchy, an era built on fear and oppression ended, and from the ashes of tyranny, a promise of justice and renewal emerged. United in purpose, the kingdom set about rebuilding under the banner of compassion and equality. Number 10. Piyaza. When Salih Akin, a powerful media tycoon, is found dead in the bed of Ahsen Çevik, a gossip reporter on his channel, a scandal erupts, leaving his wife Karaman and their children shattered. Years later, Karaman sinks into mental instability while Ahsen struggles to rebuild her life, and Salih's son Kenan rises as a narcissistic actor, reveling in fame until he encounters Münevver, a modest, headscarf-wearing girl from a coastal town. Raised as the caretaker for her cancer-stricken mother and siblings, Münevver reluctantly agrees to an arranged marriage with the wealthy Adar to alleviate her family's burdens, only to suffer further tragedy when her mother dies during henna night and Adar's attempted assault forces her to flee to Istanbul with Ahsen's help. On a film set, a mistaken identity leads Kenan to believe Münevver is his lover, sparking a photographed kiss and public uproar that they spin off as a scripted scene, inadvertently launching her acting career. As Kenan battles slander and Münevver grapples with her disintegrating marriage, an unexpected bond forms between them, further complicated when Kenan obsessively hires Münevver's brother Server, whose own romance with Kenan's sister Asu adds to the turmoil. Amidst the chaos, Karaman's paranoia fixates on Münevver, Adar fights to reclaim her, and shocking revelations emerge, revealing that Salih's death was not an affair but the result of a violent assault on Ahsen. As Server spirals into addiction and misunderstandings drive them apart, Münevver loses her faith, her family, and even Kenan, only to shed her headscarf and emerge tough and fearless, ready to conquer the industry anew. Meanwhile, through Ahsen's pen, the search for truth uncovers ever-deepening secrets, with Shefik Arzan caught between atoning for his past and committing the sins of the present. At the same time, Ozj and Ghani Jalen find themselves entangled in a turbulent love story, torn between family ties and personal ambition, forcing all to confront truths that will forever change their destinies. Number 11. Sistali Jalen tells the powerful story of a woman fighting to reclaim her life in a world ruled by men. Jalen, full of dreams and youth, is trapped in a loveless marriage to Nekmi, an unemployed and abusive man she was forced to marry. For the sake of her young son, Yusuf, she endures the pain in silence. But Jalen has a secret. She's secretly studying at a health vocational school, planning to escape after graduation. Her only ally is Necmi's aging father, Vesi, who quietly supports her dreams. One day, Ferhat enters her life, drawn to her strength and beauty. Just as hope begins to flicker, disaster strikes. Little Yusuf is taken by an organ trafficking mafia due to Necmi's dark dealings. Jalen's world shatters, but instead of breaking, she transforms. She is no longer just a mother. She becomes a fierce warrior fueled by love and revenge. With Ferhat by her side, she dives into the shadows, determined to rescue her son. Every step challenges her courage. Every choice pushes her limits. Jalen's journey becomes not just about survival, but reclaiming her identity and power. In the face of danger, betrayal, and blood, she rises, unstoppable and unforgettable. Number 12. Kardelenler, Snowdrops. Hikran and Arif, married for 50 years, built a life full of sacrifice, raising 5 children with love and hard work. While Hijran's nurturing spirit and Arif's steadfast principles kept the family close, their children's selfishness caused deep wounds. The family's hopes were revived when estranged son Onur returned, but a tragic sequence followed. Arif suffered a heart attack, and while rushing him to the hospital, Onur and his wife were killed in a car accident. Left in a coma, Arif's fate mirrored the family's disintegration. Hijran, rejected by her in-laws, was placed in a nursing home, while the youngest son, Janar, fought to keep the family together amid rising poverty and turmoil. Through it all, Hijran and Arif's enduring love became the last thread holding the family's fragile bond. Despite betrayal and loss, they believed that the strength of family ties could still heal the wounds. Number 13. Shakir Pasha Ailesi. The Shakir Pasha family, Miracles and Scandals series takes viewers back to 1912. Following the return of the renowned writer Cevdet Shakir educational institution, the madrasa also served as a soup kitchen and later a carpet market during the Republican era. It was restored in 1982 and is now part of the Cappadocia Undergraduate School. Excitement around the series is heightened by the reunion of popular Turkish actresses Meryem Uzerli and Vahid Perçin, who are working together after many years. The production, set to begin filming soon in Istanbul, promises to uncover the fascinating lives and the legacy of the Shakir Pasha family. Number 14. Sen Ağlama Istanbul. Don't Cry Istanbul. Set in Istanbul, Sen Ağlama follows the heartbreaking journey of Sherazat, a determined medical student with dreams of a future with her love, Ferhat. Their world shatters when Ferhat is wrongfully sentenced to death. Desperate to save him, Sherazat turns to Bayakbi, a man notorious for his dark power, unaware that his help always comes at a steep cost. As Bayakbi's influence grows, the troubled marriage of his daughter Shirin and his nephew Kubat becomes entangled in his ruthless plans. Soon, Sherazat finds herself caught in a web of betrayal, power, and sacrifice, where love and survival are put to the ultimate test. Everything will change, and no one's life will ever be the same again. Set against the backdrop of Istanbul, this gripping drama delves into the complexities of love, loyalty, and the high price of seeking help from the wrong people. Number 15. Kra Caders. If the king loses. In a kingdom once ruled with absolute power, the king held the realm in his iron grip, blinded by arrogance to the growing whispers of discontent. Behind closed doors and in quiet alleys, murmurs of rebellion stirred as dissatisfied subjects, burdened by injustice, united in secret against tyranny. A coalition of brave souls emerged, determined to challenge the outdated order, while the king dismissed these omens as trivial disturbances. As unrest swelled, the palace transformed into a battleground of shifting loyalties. Soldiers who once obeyed without question hesitated, stirred by newfound hope. The uprising gained unstoppable momentum, shaking the foundations of the royal court until, in a decisive moment, the once mighty king found himself isolated and powerless. His defeat was proclaimed with the rallying cry, "If the king loses, freedom prevails." With the collapse of the monarchy, an era built on fear and oppression ended, and from the ashes of tyranny, a promise of justice and renewal emerged. United in purpose, the kingdom set about rebuilding under the banner of compassion and equality, heralding the dawn of a brighter, liberated future. Thanks for watching The Gorgeous World. If you enjoyed this list of the best Turkish dramas of 2025, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content on Turkish series, cast updates, and upcoming shows. Let us know in the comments which drama you're most excited to watch, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned, stay gorgeous.